The film commences by introducing us to the pivotal characters Ronan and Beatrix. Ronan, a devoted boxer, stands in stark contrast to his sister Beatrix, a studious university student entrenched in academia. Despite their divergent paths, both share a looming estrangement from their father. The narrative unfolds on a day when these siblings, having lost touch for an extended period, each receive an enigmatic message from their absent father, Alex. Despite their hesitations stemming from their strained relationship with him, the cryptic message urges them to convene at an enigmatic and abandoned location. Driven by a blend of curiosity and concern, the siblings, separately, head towards the designated mysterious meeting place. Their paths unexpectedly collide at Alex's residence, only to reveal the puzzling absence of their father. A thorough search of the house yields no clues to his whereabouts. The plot thickens as Beatrice's friend Harry appears, joining their quest to unravel the truth behind Alex's disappearance. The trio chances upon a significant clue: Alex's emergency bag harboring a peculiar spherical device of unknown purpose. Growing anxiety propels Ronan and Beatrix to seek aid from the local police station in their quest. Chief Stone, however, remains skeptical, suggesting that Alex might have intentionally vanished and offers little assistance. Undeterred, the siblings resolve to explore the building mentioned in their father's cryptic message, despite the dismissive attitude of the police chief, who insists the building is deserted. Upon arrival, they encounter mysterious graffiti hinting at alternate timelines and histories, setting the stage for the extraordinary revelations to come. Their exploration takes an unforeseen turn when the building suddenly reverberates with thunderous noises, violent shakes, and flickering lights. Filled with panic, they make a frantic attempt to flee, only to realize they are trapped within the confines of the building. After enduring a tense and bewildering time, they eventually find an exit, only to be confronted with an astonishing truth. The building has transported them to an alternate Earth, a desolate landscape scarred by nuclear devastation. Our protagonists find themselves in an increasingly perilous situation in this unfamiliar and hostile world. They try to seek assistance from a middle-aged couple, but that ends in unexpected aggression and threats at gunpoint. Before things escalate further, a roving patrol intervenes, violently eliminating the couple. This abrupt display of violence compels Ronan, Beatrix, and Harry to seek refuge back inside the mysterious building that served as their unexpected portal. Harry, known for his inquisitive nature and knowledge, begins to speculate about their extraordinary situation. He theorizes that the building serves as a gateway to multiple versions of Earth, each distinct and separate, aligning with the cryptic graffiti they had earlier discovered. Their speculation is met with confirmation from a woman named Polly, who introduces herself as a traveler between worlds. Polly validates Harry's hypothesis, revealing that the building indeed transports its occupants to different versions of Earth every 36 hours. She warns them about the hostile nature of this particular world and advises them to remain inside the building, avoiding contact with the local inhabitants for their safety. With this overwhelming revelation, the group decides to take refuge, hoping to bide their time safely. However, their respite is short-lived as they are soon discovered and apprehended by the same armed patrol responsible for the earlier violent encounter. The group is taken to a nearby settlement where they confront the leader of the armed group. In an unexpected turn, this formidable leader is unveiled as an alternate version of Officer Stone, a familiar figure from their own world. As both groups interact, it becomes apparent that Officer Stone and his patrol are oblivious to the concept of alternate universes. Polly, sensing potential danger in divulging too much, she feigns ignorance and concocts a story, claiming the travelers are simply confused wanderers. However, Harry's inadvertent recognition of Officer Stone raises suspicion and confusion among the group. Stone, formerly a police officer in their world before the devastating nuclear conflict, jumps to the conclusion that these newcomers must be spies from a rival faction and decides to take them as hostages. Tinker, a local surgeon with a penchant for science, is tasked with interrogating Ronan and Beatrix, chosen for questioning due to their perceived threat. During this tense interrogation, a personal and emotional exchange unfolds between the siblings. Beatrix confronts Ronan about his past actions, accusing him of abandoning her following their mother's death. This poignant moment exposes Ronan's deep-seated guilt. He confesses to distancing himself from the family, convinced that he inevitably brings harm to those he cares about. This introspective revelation adds a profound emotional layer to their already intricate and challenging journey in this alternate reality. Shortly after, Tinker joins the scene and engages in conversation with Ronan and Beatrix. He unveils his knowledge of alternate universes, sharing the tragic history of their current world. Once a thriving place, it now lies in ruins due to a catastrophic sequence of events. Tinker explains that after the collapse of the Republic of Pakistan, easily transportable and alarmingly compact nuclear weapons flooded the black markets. The devastating weapons swiftly fell into the hands of dangerous individuals, leading to widespread destruction. The plot takes an alarming turn as Tinker reveals that the individual behind introducing nuclear terror to the city emerged from the very building under investigation. Presenting them with footage of the catastrophic nuclear attack, Tinker's revelation identifies the perpetrator as none other than Ronan and Beatrix's father, Alex. This revelation casts a grim shadow over the siblings, horrified to discover their father's role in this world's apocalypse. As the siblings grapple with this distressing revelation, Tinker's demeanor shifts from informative to threatening, convinced that Ronan and Beatrix hold the key to locating their father. He demands answers, but Beatrix, in a state of shock and disbelief, insists they have no knowledge of Alex's whereabouts. Tinker, however, remains unconvinced and persistent. In a critical moment, Ronan seizes an opportunity when Tinker is momentarily distracted, subduing him and freeing both himself and his sister from their restraints. However, the danger escalates when Tinker, driven by a mixture of vengeance and desperation, activates his own suitcase bomb intent on a devastating suicide attack. With quick thinking, Ronan neutralizes Tinker with a decisive punch, recognizing that time is of the essence. The siblings, along with their friends, make a daring escape in a vehicle belonging to their captors, racing against the impending explosion. Aware of the imminent danger, Officer Stone confronts Tinker, urging him to deactivate the bomb. Unyielding and resolved in his destructive plan, Tinker refuses, revealing his intention to destroy the building. He calmly tells his friends to run in the opposite direction for safety. Meanwhile, the group's getaway car unexpectedly runs out of fuel, forcing them to flee on foot. They narrowly escape the explosion and find temporary safety in a building, but the danger remains as Tinker continues his mission, approaching with the bomb. In a thrilling ending, the building activates its mysterious power, whisking the group away to a new world just in time, narrowly avoiding the nuclear disaster. Their journey leads them to a world starkly different from their own, characterized by advanced technology that initially suggests they might have traversed into the future. Polly, knowledgeable about interdimensional travel, clarifies that they are simply in another version of Earth, existing concurrently with their own. Eager to explore this new environment, the group decides to split up in search of more information, unaware that Tinker has also traversed into this alternate reality. As they venture out, Harry makes a fascinating discovery. Transactions in this society are conducted through fingerprint scans. Astonishingly, Harry's fingerprint identifies his counterpart in this world as a wealthy, corrupt corporate lawyer, a stark contrast to his own persona. Simultaneously, Tinker, seizing upon his unexpected fortune in this alternate world, acquires various gadgets and immerses himself in an unknown project, amassing wealth and influence. Meanwhile, Harry and Beatrix embark on a mission to infiltrate the apartment of this world's Harry. There, they hack into his computer, uncovering startling information. They learn that in this alternate reality, their father Alex met an untimely death in an accident at the very building they are investigating in their world. As Ronan and Polly explore what would have been Alex's house in their reality, they find it deserted. Ronan shows Polly the mysterious device they discovered earlier, which she immediately recognizes. Polly sheds light on the device's origin, linking it to the core world where the building was originally constructed. Amidst these revelations, Ronan opens up to Polly about his troubled past, marked by a quick temper and frequent altercations. He delves into the heartbreaking story of his mother's death, recounting a fateful day when, during a confrontation on the highway, his mother intervened, only to be tragically struck by a speeding vehicle. This devastating event tore their family apart, leaving Ronan burdened with profound guilt and self-blame. Their introspective moment is abruptly interrupted when Ronan, accompanied by Polly, makes a significant discovery while investigating his father's car. They uncover a bag containing an urgent message specifically directed at Ronan, urging him to leave the house immediately. Before they can process this revelation, a car arrives and 3 menacing assassins emerge, demanding Alex's presence. When no response comes from inside the house, the assailants force their way in. Reacting swiftly, Ronan and Polly make a daring escape by seizing the assailants' car to flee the scene. Meanwhile, Harry grapples with a moral quandary upon learning about the dark and unethical actions of his counterpart in this world. Driven to rectify the situation, he gathers incriminating evidence against his alternate self and sends it to the media, exposing the nefarious deeds of his other persona. As tensions escalate, Tinker, absorbed in his own agenda, completes work on a sophisticated device capable of controlling the city's power system. Determined to pursue his mission, he returns to the mysterious building with his invention. As Tinker arrives, the tension thickens, coinciding with Ronan and Polly preparing for a potential confrontation. Tinker, convinced that the building's caretaker is hiding nearby, intends to use his device to coerce them out of hiding. The situation intensifies as Harry and Beatrice join the scene. Fueled by anger and desperation, Beatrice threatens Tinker's life, but Ronan steps in, persuading her to hold back as he too seeks answers amidst the uncertainty, with the group reluctantly concurring. As Tinker activates his device, the building convulses violently, escalating the situation to a critical point where Tinker threatens to annihilate the building. Suddenly, a surprising figure emerges from the elevator. Alex, the pivotal figure in the unfolding mystery. Acknowledging Tinker's prowess in interfacing with the building, Alex guides him to the top floor, hinting that the answers they seek are located there. Following Tinker's departure, the plot unfolds with surprising revelations and intense emotional exchanges. Alex, the father of Ronan and Beatrice, divulges a staggering truth that reshapes their understanding of their origins. He reveals that he and their mother were not originally from the world they had always considered home. This disclosure rattles Ronan and Beatrice, shattering the very foundation of their perceived reality. Alex then entrusts a crucial mission to his children, finding their mother, who he claims holds the key to returning to their original world. The spherical device they discovered earlier becomes pivotal in this quest, serving as a tool to locate her. He explains that the building, a conduit to countless worlds, has been operational for an immeasurable length of time, with its original creators and purpose lost to history. Contrary to their belief, Alex clarifies that he is not the caretaker, but rather another traveler seeking answers, akin to them. The narrative takes a sudden, dramatic turn when Tinker reappears, furious and confronting Alex for his deceit. Before Tinker can voice his outrage, Alex responds with lethal force, abruptly ending Tinker's life despite pleas from his children to cease. Departing from the building, Alex leaves them to grapple with the aftermath and their newfound knowledge as the building initiates another transport. Ronan, Beatrice, and Harry step into this latest world to explore, while Polly remains behind, seemingly waiting for someone. In an unexpected twist, additional versions of Polly concealed within the building emerge. As the movie approaches its climax, the three Pollys engage in a game of rock, paper, scissors. This seemingly simple game carries profound significance, determining which Polly will join the group on their continued journey through these parallel worlds.